All right, buddy, welcome back to Beans No Ball. Early morning breaking news out of New York. The Jets have fired head coach Robert Saleh after, I believe, what's this, his fourth year, barely
Yeah,
going
20
into
since
week six.
2021. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
Wait.
to me, a surprise, but
Yeah.
okay, yeah, go,
Yeah.
let's get into it, yeah.
No, yeah. So yeah, honestly, like, right in the morning, literally the first thing we woke up to Jets firing Robert Saleh, and this is kind of the one thing that was kind of going into the radar. Well, with the NFL this season, and it was a lot of that expectation coming in with Robert, with Aaron Rodgers coming back from his Achilles injury. With the whole team around him. That's the one thing we mentioned before, and I think it was one of the offseason videos that Rodgers, his whole team's pretty much set right now to succeed with, especially with that nice, pretty great defense that he has on the other side of the ball with this offense as well. With guys like Garrett Wilson, who has had a pretty slow season there, but when you're on paper, when you're looking at this team, this is a team set up for success and solid. This is the first time in a year and since his tenure, since 2021, he's had an actually, Hall of Fame level quarterback potential.
No, just a decent level quarterback
Yeah,
to
a
begin
decent
with.
level
Because I
quarterback.
know, and like, we're not going to say too much about Zach Wilson, but, he wasn't really
Yeah,
living up at that
yeah.
time. But my only thing about this move is you're 2-3 right now. I mean, this isn't really like throw the season away yet. I mean, like I understand, it gets late early. They probably felt the need to shake things up. I'm sure there's something behind closed doors that happens, behind in the locker room that, obviously we don't know about. But it just seems crazy that at a 2-3 record, not a bad loss last week. I'm sure offensively they looked terrible outside of Garrett Wilson, who I know you're saying having a rough year. He is getting back to it little by little.
No, yeah.
It's just to me, I just don't see why now. And I know, like we're saying, it was expected so much earlier. I would have expected maybe if they were like 2-5 throughout the next few weeks, maybe we start having this conversation. But it's just a surprise that it came now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are 2-3, but again, there were some games, especially like literally the game, the London game, a couple game, like another game a couple weeks ago. They had a lot of potential to win this game, and it's just obviously the play calling, the offense not getting it done. Because once again, look, their defense, they're doing what they can to get the offense off the field. The Broncos game was another example where that offense had so many opportunities to win, but whatever Saleh was calling, and the offense just wasn't executing that defense too many
And
times
that'll
to
take
build them
me
out
to
there.
one thing that we should talk about. Why is Robert Saleh being called into question when Nathaniel Hackett's offense? That's what I think. Why isn't he gone? Which I know we're putting in was it Jeff Ulbrich at the. He's going to be taking the interim role.
Their DC.
Yeah, the DC, which, yeah, defensive coordinator, Saleh, a more defensive minded coach that, I mean, he takes more of the defensive reins. I'm surprised that unless, news comes out little by little about Nathaniel Hackett, he should be the one that's taking most of the blame, at least if they don't like what's going on offensively. Because sure, like you said, that Broncos game was bad. That offensively, they didn't look good 2 days ago. I'm just not seeing the point of getting rid of, a decent defensive-minded head coach just right now when Nathaniel Hackett probably should be taking most of the blame for the offensive struggles right now.
Yeah, really, it's just you can point fingers whoever you want, this and that, but with Saleh, 2021 hasn't even made the playoffs yet, and look, like we said, he hasn't had a full structured team around him other than that defense, right? But you could say it's still too early, 2-5, literally just a quarter through the season, and look, from Woody Johnson's 25 tenure with the Jets, this is his first time he's firing a coach in the middle of the season, so that's another little thing to throw in there. But we're just gonna have to wait to see what Jeff Ulbrich, butchering that name probably. We're gonna see what he's gonna be able to do. I mean, look, another defensive mind at the head coach so far for the Jets moving into the season.
Which I think nothing's going to change until they get rid of Nathaniel Hackett. But yeah, I mean, obviously hope for the best. They got a tough game Monday night against the Bills, and obviously we'll get a lot more into the London game once we get the week 5 recap out. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you like and subscribe, and we'll see you right back. I would assume probably tomorrow morning for the week 5 recap.